welcome back to Co-Ed Convos with Kay. It's been a minute, but this is where we talk about beauty, singlehood, and lifestyle. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about sex drive. So there's a misconception that single women don't get horny, they don't desire to be touched, they don't crave physical intimacy. And that's false, okay? I'm giving you the news firsthand.
You're a victim. There we go.
First experience, that's false. So, though it is taboo in the church to talk about sex and really how to navigate that journey as a single, this is still something that we want to talk about because it's important. And it's also important that as a single, you don't get so much of your information from the world that when it comes to your relationship with God, you're like, wait a minute, God, you didn't tell me that. So on today's episode, we're going to talk about sex drive, how to navigate that, and what that can look like. So my first point is get physically active. If no one has told you, having a consistent exercise regimen or just going out for a walk, this really will help to kind of keep a control on your sex drive. I'm not saying that you're not going to get horny. I'm not saying that. But I've talked to other people, both male and female, and we've all agreed that staying physically active helps with those hormones. It helps with that build up, if you got my drift, And so this is my first tip to help you navigate your sex drive and just, stay in the area of honoring God. So my second tip is to talk to God about how you feel. And I know you're probably like, what? Ain't nobody trying to tell God about how I'm feeling. You're probably like, what? Ain't nobody trying to tell God about how they feel sexually. But lies. I mean, we talk to God about our job, our relationships. We talk to him about our children, if you have children. So many things. And sex should not be excluded from God because this is the area that he also created us to participate in the confines of marriage one day if you're not currently married. But it's important to talk to God about how you feel because I truly believe if you're honest with God, you can be honest with yourself and you can kind of determine like what's working for you and what's not working for you. You can figure out what areas you might need work in. And also you can determine what triggers you. And what I mean by trigger is what things might make you act on being horny. So it's one thing to be horny or desire sex and not do anything about it. And then it's another to have those feelings and then act on impulse. And so it's really important that we can define our triggers so that we can navigate this journey and still honor God. And I think this is so important to talk about because, especially for women, there are already so many myths out there about women and sex, that we don't desire sex as often or that we're not as sexual as men. But that's not always the case. So my third point is really going to kind of piggyback off of the triggers. And the triggers point is define your triggers. So what things make you like, whether it's something that you hear, something that you see, or something that you might touch, what things are causing you to act on your feelings for intimacy? I know for me, like sometimes on TV, if there's like a sex scene or something like that, I can't look at it. It ain't gonna work. I can't do it because for me, it just makes things really difficult and I find myself frustrated and I'm not trying to do that because feeling frustrated is frustrating, And so for other people, it might be like certain lyrics and songs or certain songs. You know, some of the most popular songs out right now, Throat Baby, Big Purr, stuff like that. That doesn't really bother me. I just like the beat. I like to have a good time. And, you know, you just have to find out what triggers you. Now, am I telling you to go and listen to music like that? No, but I'm telling you what I do. And to be honest, you know, I'll probably come back on one day and talk about like just how my change in music, my taste in music has changed. I think this will be really good to kind of intertwine the two. So my fourth point is going to be have a person of accountability. And for me, that's my best friend. So when I'm feeling some kind of way, I'll be like, girl, what you doing? I need to get some stuff off my mind. I'm not really trying to go for a walk right now. And I really don't feel like talking to the Lord about this again. So when I say accountability partner, I just mean someone that you can confide in and really tell them like, hey, this is what I'm going through. Whether it's masturbation, pornography, fornication, and if you're not familiar with these terms, fornication, you know, that's having sex outside of marriage. Masturbation is playing with yourself, and pornography is looking at sex, pretty much. And so having an accountability partner just really like, it keeps me honest with myself in areas that I might need help in. And this is really important because when you know what areas you need help in, you know what things, you know how to get help is what I'm trying to say. So for me, being accountable means I might have been doing things like going out with somebody and stuff got heated. And, you know, in an attempt for me to honor God, I have set up certain boundaries, or I no longer, you know, date that person. And being accountable with my friend, I set goals or I set boundaries to help me like continue honoring God. So that's what has personally helped me. And I really think this is going to help somebody, because sis might be out there struggling, and that's okay. You know, God created us to enjoy sex once we're married. And if you've been struggling with that, I really believe that this video will help you. This is really like a mindset thing. So once you have it in your mind, like, this is the path I'm on, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm not going to do, this will get a lot easier over time. And if you're out there now and struggling, you know, God gives us grace for that as believers. So I really hope that this video helps, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate your support on the channel, and let me know in the comments below. Do you talk to anybody about what you're going through sexually, like struggles or frustrations or areas that you think you could do better in? Please let me know. I would love to hear it. And I'll see you guys next time on Co-Ed Convos with Kay. See you later.